What's up, boxing fans? This is Aztec 101 in the ring. And I want to talk about Floyd Mayweather versus I guess it's going to be Marcos Maidana in a rematch. I don't know exactly how solid this is. It seems like it's a rumor. I really haven't heard anybody legitimately say that the contract is signed and both fighters are ready to go. I haven't heard that. So if if I'm mistaken and the contracts are signed, I apologize. I just haven't heard anything about that. As far as I know, I'm viewing it sort of like a rumor. I'm not going to take it very serious until it actually happens. Um, Man, there's really a lot to talk about. There's a lot to say. You got Floyd Mayweather. He's only got 3 fights left, and I'm torn. I'm torn between this fight and the possibility of other fighters fighting him. I'm torn because I do feel that Marcos Maidana did very well in his fight. And by very well, I mean very, very well. Even if you thought Floyd won, you have to give Maidana the props because nobody gave him a shot in hell in this fight. Nobody. And the ones that did, they were labeled as crazy, just a Floyd fan, just trying to make an excuse why this fight should happen, blah 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 blah. That was the first time around. I mean, it got down to the point where even the fans voted to see Khan over Maidana. Somehow Maidana got the fight. And but he did much better than expected. He did very well. Um, what am I supposed to say about this? I'm not really upset. I think that since it was so close, Maidana deserves a rematch, and in a sense, Floyd deserves an opportunity to win the fight convincingly. You know, I gotta look at it from both perspectives, and both these guys deserve to fight each other. But it's making it very difficult for me to really put my foot down and say, yes, this is a fight I want to see, since Floyd is planning on retiring soon. I think next year is the last 2 fights that we're gonna get from Floyd. We got this one coming up in September, I think. Don't quote me on that. I may be wrong. I don't know if it's September, November. It's one of those. It's probably going to be at the end of the year, but I do want to see him up against other fighters. We got, I personally have been pushing for Lara versus Floyd. You know, and what Lara did, I pretty much was pushing for that. Like, I wanted him to go out there and demand the fight. And he did. But instead, he calls out Canelo. But guess what? His efforts weren't just wasted. They worked. He got the fight with Canelo. The fight that people were saying that, Lara doesn't sell. He's not a popular fighter. Well, he ended up getting the fight because he called him out. You know what I mean? Um, I feel that if Lara would have done the same thing to Floyd, I think he would have gotten the fight. I think he would have gotten the fight. Um, but for the most part, as as much as I want to see him up against Sean Porter or even a Keith Thurman, all right, I understand that Sean Porter is working on the fight with Kell Brook. I understand that that's his mandatory. He's got to take care of that that hurdle before he jumps up and tries to fight Floyd. I understand that. Um, I wish this would have taken. I wish Porter and Brook were was taken care of a long time ago, so that way we wouldn't be fucking talking about that now, and maybe uh, the winner of the two would have been available for a Floyd as a Floyd opponent, but because this is finally happening, finally coming together. We'll see what happens next year with Porter or Brooke. But we do have Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman is another number one contender. Now, that's one thing I used to say about Lara. I used to really promote the fact that he's a number one contender to win a Floyd's belt. And he's not the only number one contender that deserves to be noticed. You also have Keith Thurman. But I have the same complaints about Keith Thurman. Like I said, I don't know if the contracts have been signed as of right now between Mayweather and Maidana. I'm looking at it as just a rumor. Maybe things are being planned out. They're happening in the background. Maybe they'll sign later on today, the contracts. But as of right now, this very second, where the fuck is Keith Thurman at? This is the time when Keith Thurman should be out there calling out Floyd. He should be out there, and I feel like I'm repeating myself. Why the fuck am I talking like this? Floyd, they know what they got to do. They know what they got to do. Keith Thurman knows what he has to do. All right? I don't give a fuck about how much respect you have for this fighter. I don't give a damn. Go out there and get your fight, homie. Get your fight. It's not going to be given to you, man. A lot of people want to walk around with their hands open. Can I get a fight? Come on, man. Can I get a fight? Come on, man. Why you always ducking me, man? Please, give me a fight. And it's fucking pathetic. Go get your fucking fight, man. That should be you in the ring, right? Why the fuck are you quiet? Right now is when you should be the loudest. The fucking loudest. I need to see you on fucking make a YouTube video. Do something, homie. You got a thumb up your ass. Not doing shit while Marcos Maidana is about to get ready to fight Floyd for the second time. You've been the number one contender from the beginning. The first time, he wanted to fight a champion. Cool. He got Maidana. This time, Maidana isn't a champion coming off a loss to Floyd, and he's still getting the fight over you because you're quiet as shit. I like Thurman. I do. And I think that this is not a quiet guy. This is a guy that speaks his mind. So I'm surprised that he's in the background not saying shit. All right? He needs to be making noise. Speak up, Thurman. Closed mouth does not get fed. This is fucking annoying. I'm annoyed because I can't come up here and be like, he should be fighting. Mayweather should be fighting Keith Thurman. Blah 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 blah. I can't go up there and be putting it all on Floyd because it's not Floyd's fault that Keith Thurman isn't saying shit. This is Aztec 101 in the ring. You guys let me know what you think. But this is my opinion. I'm pissed. I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed. I can't help it. These fighters, they want to cry that people are ducking them, that they're doing this, that they're doing that. Go out there and get your fight, man. Stop putting it on other fighters. Stop putting all the responsibility on people that you know can't handle the fucking job. If your fucking promoter isn't getting you the fight that you want, go get your fight. It's your career. It's your legacy in the end. It's not theirs. All right? This is Aztec 101 in the ring, and I'm out.